Hi and welcome back to my channel and welcome to Windies and Wishes, the 12 days of Christmas. Today I'm going to talk about my goals. I have always set resolutions at the beginning of the year, even since a child I've been doing this. But about 8 years ago-ish, I really got into goal setting. I love the whole process of breaking down a goal into nice little small chunks that should hopefully be easy to accomplish. But, and here is the but, not really very good at actually following through on that plan. So I'm going to share my goals with you in the hope that that will keep me a little bit more on track. Plus, I would love to hear what your goals are, and that way we can maybe help hold each other accountable. Right, let's get into it. I have 3 main goals this year, 2 personal and 1 horsey. So goal number 1 is to increase my fitness and energy and have a real focus on mobility. My benchmark for success on this one is going to be being able to dismount easily, smoothly, gracefully, without any pain, something that isn't really possible all the time at the moment. I have quite tight hip flexors and that can make getting off a little bit tricky sometimes. I'm not quite decided yet on the kind of exercise I'm going to do. I'm thinking maybe yoga or Pilates. I know they're both meant to be really good for flexibility, strength, mobility, but I've not quite decided yet. If you've got any recommendations or personal favourites, please let me know in the comments because, as I say, I've not really decided and not quite sure where to go with this one. My biggest challenge with this one is going to be time. I'm a busy girl. I work full time, obviously have Pedro as well. I have very limited time morning and evening. So rather than trying to squeeze in quite long, hour-long workouts, I am going to keep these short and sweet. I'm thinking around about 15 minutes, hopefully. Certainly no more than half an hour, maybe 3 times a week. I need to find that sweet spot without it feeling like it's just one more thing to cram into an already busy day. It's all about balance, isn't it? Speaking of balance, my second goal is to have more balance in my free time. I find I can really get stuck in a cycle of just work and horses and occasionally maybe fitting in another interest every few months here and there. Obviously, I love Pedro. I love spending time with him. I love doing the equestrian things that I do, but it would just be nice to maybe fit in a few more of the other interests that I have. Things like reading, going to the cinema, going to the theatre, going out for walks. I just want to make more time for the other things that I enjoy doing. I have a few mini goals within this bigger goal to help keep me on track. Change of scene and no mics because they keep cutting out, so we're just going to keep going without. So I was talking about my second goal, which is to have more balance in my free time. I have a few little goals within this bigger one. The first one, which is to read 12 books this year. I have a shelf full of books that I'm yet to read, so if you want to know what they are, just let me know in the comments. I also want to make sure that I am catching films when they come out in the cinema. For me, seeing a movie on the big screen is the best way to see it. And I do have a pass to my local cinema, so really this should be super easy. It's just making sure that I make the time to do it. Walking is another one. I used to dabble in a little bit of orienteering just for a laugh. I was never very good at it. But I do love being outside, in the countryside, or even just around my local area, enjoying the seasons. So I want to make sure that I'm getting out for walks regularly, whether it's around my local park or off on a hike up the hills. And a new one for me is jigsaws. I've really gotten into jigsaws over the last couple of months, and I have a new one which I have yet to start, but I want to have it finished by the end of January. To help keep myself accountable, I'm going to have habit trackers in my journals. I will track the books I've read, the films I've seen, any theatre that I go to. I'm going to track it all in my journals. I think being able to visually see my progress is really going to help keep me motivated. But of course, as with all goals, there's going to be obstacles, and my main one for me, for reading especially, is definitely doom scrolling on social media. So I'm going to set aside time dedicated to reading. For me, the best time is my morning commute into work. That way I can get a couple of chapters done and really hopefully make a dent in my reading goals. Okay, on to my horsey goal, finally. And that is to get this boy out to a dressage competition once a month. Yep, we want to be back dancing between those whiteboards. Now, we have competed regularly in the past, Back in 2019, we made it all the way to the MyQuest regional finals, which was an amazing achievement, but unfortunately, we didn't get there because this boy got sick. What I loved about MyQuest was that it was working towards something big rather than just treating each competition as a one-off. It felt like we were building towards a goal, and that was really motivating. Logging into the BD website after each competition to see that leaderboard and watch us creeping up it was so exciting. I have always loved getting out and about with Pedro, and judging by how well he loads, I think he enjoys it too. But the thing I really like about dressage is that you can see your progress there in black and white on your test sheet. You've got your scores, you've got your comments from your judges, and it just all really helps build up that picture, bigger picture of the progress happening. I also love that actually when you're out there doing your dressage competitions, you're really only competing against yourself and the score that you got in your last competition. Last year, we didn't get out competing at all. We had a little bit of a blip, my confidence took a bit of a nosedive, and I really spent the whole summer focusing on my mindset and just trying to build that back up. My mindset still isn't perfect, but we are definitely getting there, and I am really looking forward to getting him back out and about again. That said, it is going to take a little bit of time. Pedro's obviously had some time off with his health. I've had some time off with my health. So we're just going to take it slow and steady, building both our fitness and our strength back up until we are ready to get back out competing, which I am hopeful will be sometime this spring. That is it for today. That is my 3 big goals: working on mobility, finding balance in my free time, and getting this one back out competing. I'm excited to get cracking with these. I know it's not going to be easy, but I know the important thing is just to stay consistent with those little steps and building it up as we go. I'd love to hear what your goals are for the year, so please feel free, drop them in the comments, and let's help motivate each other. If you're not already, please do feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be sharing this journey, all the good and the bad, the ups and the downs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have